Got a nut. South Park, hilarious. South Park is back. I didn't like last week's episode because last week's episode was basically TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome. None of the jokes were based on fact in the last episode. But in this episode, what I liked is all the episodes were based on true things, true facts that were written in this book right here. But it was just hilarious. Like, this is exactly why I love South Park, because this is the real news. This is what people were afraid to joke about, right? People were afraid to joke about this week's episode of South Park. So this is why South Park is the funniest show on TV, because of episodes like this. Not last week's episode. Episodes like this. This week's was so funny. And a lot of people, America is a very vulgar country. It's just vulgar. It's not like other countries, and the people could be vulgar, and a lot of people don't understand how it is to manage a farm. And she's a farmer, okay? And as a farmer, you have to manage your animals and everything. Now, there's a way of putting down animals. You take them to a vet, they give them a shot, and that's how you put them down. You don't take them to a ditch and shoot them with a shotgun. And that's what she had wrote in her book. She had wrote that she had shot her dog because the dog tried to bite her or something, So most people agree with getting rid of illegal aliens. Most people don't like to hear that you shot your dog. Most people don't like to hear that. Now, I think she was trying to get the audience of the Midwest farmers, because a lot of people don't understand how hard it is to manage a farm. And she could have been trying to, relate to the Midwestern farmer, But most people, I'll tell you, they hear that you shot your dog, they'll think you're sick. I mean, I thought it was sick, but if you actually read the actual excerpt of the book, there's a reason why they have to put down members of the pack that aren't loyal, But, there's a humane way to do it. You take it to a vet and you give it a shot, You don't take your gun and shoot it like that, And then, so, the South Park this week, yes, it was hilarious. And yeah, most people agree with getting rid of illegal aliens. That's what we voted for. But most people don't agree with people shooting dogs. And yeah, South Park, this is why it's the funniest show on TV. Because of this week's episode. This week's episode was funny. Last week's wasn't.